streaming ABC News Live.
Welcome back to ABC News Live. First, actress, filmmaker, and former talk show host Ricki Lake is taking on documentary filmmaking and mentoring the next generation of storytellers. She recently put out a personal documentary about the rebuilding efforts after the Palisades fire, and now she's helping highlight a young filmmaker festival, bringing positive stories about mental health to a wider audience. And Ricki Lake is here right now to tell us all about it. Ricki, thank you so much for coming on.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So you lost your home in Malibu in these fires. What was it like going through that, and what's it been like to tell the story of the rebuilding efforts?
I'm still going through it. I mean, I think all of us. There's 12,000 people lost their houses. I mean, it's so devastating for so many. I moved to New York. I made the really impulsive decision to move here and kind of be distracted by this city, this beautiful city, and it's been a great choice for my husband and me. But so many people are dealing with insurance and dealing with rebuilds and whether to stay, whether to go, whether this can happen again. It's terrifying, and never thought it could happen to me.
I think so many people echo that sentiment. Now you're the executive producer on this documentary.
I'm one of many, yes, Big Rock Burning, which is a focus of a certain area in Malibu that was affected by the fires. And it's a really heartwarming story that's going to end up on PBS, which I'm so happy to have it see, a big audience.
What was it like to put the story together, right? Usually documentary filmmakers aren't part of the story themselves, but you lived
I'm not in this film, and actually I came on board at the end. So
but to have that kind of empathy, that level of I went through this too.
That's what I think, I've made a bunch of documentaries, one about birth, the business of being born. That's my most sort of well-known one, but I think when you have a personal connection to the story, and in the case of Changing Mind, this initiative that Community Access started 10 years ago with young people, focusing on them creating their own short films about mental health, ages from 15 to 25, these young people making films that express what they're going through. For me, I can relate with my own journey with a loved one who succumbed to his mental health issues. I think it's really important that art can reflect what you're going through and bring people together and start a conversation about something so important such as mental health.
And now you're helping to promote their festival. Why is that event so important to you?
I think I have young adult children, and one of them struggled with mental health things. I think, art can really, it's magic. It really can bring people together, start conversations. And Community Access is an amazing organization that I've been on the board of trustees for 4 years now. They do amazing work for over 50 years here in New York City, helping homeless and mental health people find permanent housing and support. And so I'm honored to lend my name and my support on their initiatives.
So how can people watch the films in this festival, and what do you hope people take away from those stories?
Well, they just for the first time are launching on Apple TV, Amazon Prime, and one other that I can't remember right now, but where people can watch these short films and get involved. And you can also go on their YouTube channel and see about how you can make your own short film about your own story of mental health.
So many stories to tell, and so many people struggle in silence. So it's amazing that you're bringing this out into the spotlight, because it helps people feel less alone.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's such a lonely time for so many people with the world we're living in and social media. We're so connected, yet we're disconnected. And so they're doing great work with Community Access, and I'm honored to be here.
Well, and so are you. You've been very open about your own struggles and experiences for so many years. It's changed so many lives. So thank you for coming on and continuing that work.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And the Changing Minds Young Filmmaker Festival is now available to stream on Apple TV, Prime Video, and on Google Play.
Google Play. That's what I was thinking.
There, we got it. I'm Diane Macedo. The news never stops, and neither do we. We have a lot more news right after the break. Stay with us.